What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. The suffering swirler. The older I got, the more experiences I got. There are people who date interracially that did it with bad intentions or from the wrong space. You know, how do you just with bad intentions and you start something bad, it's usually going to end bad. Don't care what it is, just in principle. Um, the suffering swirl is for those people who I've seen who went to interracial relationships because they felt like one type of person was better than the other without taking some self-evaluation. And I like those people because they're the only type of people who understand why they're suffering and understand that they have to suffer in silence. They see, like, sometimes I run into sisters who are dating non-black men, and you can tell she's not getting treated well. You can tell she may be a fetish to him, or he's with her, but he ain't really fucking with her like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the amount of hate she's getting is she can't put off on black men. Like when she ain't welcome at the family dinner, that ain't black men's fault. When the nigger thing comes up, that ain't black men's fault. Uh, when he can't take her certain places because he's uncomfortable with this, how society is going to treat him, or he's ashamed to take her to these places, that place, and that ain't black men's fault. You know, when America kicks in and starts kicking their ass, you can't blame black men about this shit, and those people have to suffer in silence. You know, like I was walking at a restaurant with my boy, waiting on a family member. I think I said this before too. I don't know. Might have not. I don't know. Um, I'm looking over, waiting on my son to come around or whatever, and see this white guy walking. You know, okay, what's up? Then I happen, and I'm still waiting on my son, and I'm looking over. Didn't realize he was with this black chick, but he just left her ass. Like fuck, like how when a person is mad at another person, they don't stand there. They just walk off like they're disgusted with them. And the crazy part about it is, the dude wasn't disgusted with her by the looks of it, and she wasn't disgusted with him by the looks of it. From like an altercation, he was just like, "Bitch, you gonna come?" Like just like the same way a rich guy does when he meets a gold digger. Like, bitch, I got money. I know your bitch ass coming. You know what I'm saying? I'll walk as fast as I want to. I'll sit your ass in the parking lot for 30 minutes. You gonna be there, hoe. Like that kind of energy. And she's looking at me and my son like, oh, black guy with his son, and that's so cute, and oh, that's simple. And the dude like, I feel her to fuck up. And I say that because I've been in the situations where women like that, they want out, but they too deep in because their pride has put them in a losing situation that they thought would have been a winning situation on paper, right? I got with a white guy, so I'm a winner. And then you get there and it's like, oh, what the fuck? I can't tell nobody that how fucked up this shit is. Why not? Because I said there was all, when I get with a white guy, I finally moved up in the world, got a deluxe apartment in the sky, away from you Negroes. and now I'm suffering. Well, and I'm saying that from a position of a guy who see, these girls try to flirt, whether they're in a relationship or they married. And on the flip side of this, it gets with the guys. It gets annoying. You know what I'm saying? It's very annoying to have a conversation with a guy who dates black women, who is concerned about black men. You know, she likes me and she loves me and we have sex and I do it like this and she likes it and you know I ask her how I do it better than a black man. You know, do I have enough for you? Am I enough for you? You know, I'm about this big. How big are you? Bro, if your woman is with you, the last thing you need to be worried about is my dick. When you're having sex with her and you're worried about my dick, you have a fundamental problem. I'm not with your girl. I'm not trying to talk to your girl. I'm not even looking at your girl. But when you talking to her, you worried about a black dude, and it's the same thing vice versa, right? When you got the people who, you know, she's with a white guy or a non-black guy, whatever you want to, you know, I don't, because it's not just white and black really. But you know, these black men, these black men, these black men, and black men, and that's why I got me a white man, because these black men, because these black men, because these black men. You're not with a black man anymore. You said you moved up. You got a white man. So why are you talking about that? And truth be told, that's part of the reason why y'all get done bad on both ends. Because like you don't want me, you're obsessed with them. Because they're both obsessed with black men, is what I'm saying. And it's the same thing to a degree of when women date bad boys and thugs. Like, I hate to say this way, but this is the best way I can say it right now because I'm tired. When they date bad boys, quote unquote, bad boys are dysfunctional and destructive. They're insecure and they try to be hyper masculine. When they date out of their race, usually these guys are dysfunctional, destructive, you know, insecure, and they do things to be hyper masculine. It's just they're used to the media coverages of it's negative when it's covered with a black guy. It's positive media when it's covered when it's a white guy. You know, James Bond is a murdering douchebag who's fucking everything in sight. He probably had 100 kids, but he's a hero, buddy. He's a guy every guy wants to be the most interesting man on the planet. Dun, dun, dun. You know, that type of shit, right? But if a black guy's like that, he's scared of commitment. He motherfucker right here, gangster, always killing people, going around there fucking every woman. I don't know how many parents he got pregnant. Probably got a disease. Same exact MO though, right? The same exact thing. And the other part about the suffering silence, you know, but when they date like that, it never ends well. Just like when they date the bad boys, shit doesn't end well. And then if they date the bad boys and the bad boys are black men, these Negroes ain't shit. But when they date the white guys and he's really in the same kind of mode and, you know, can't say these white boys ain't shit. Oh, no, because you campaign to say that they were better. So now you gotta suffer with what you thought was better and now the shit don't work. You know, on the flip side, you got the people who breed themselves out, suffer, swirling in silence, and I hope I said this already. Like I'm talking about people who have bad intentions. There are people who are just in love and fell in love with a person who's of a different race. I ain't knocking you. I ain't tripping. I hope you know this is not for you. No, that's a completely different subject. That's none of my business. But but I'm talking about the people with bad intentions. You know, you got these guys who basically bred themselves out because You have black kids that wind up mixed, and then the kids might wind up liking non-black women, and then granddad, that dad who was the patriarch of the family and provided for the family, right? When dad becomes granddad, he gonna take his ass off the wall. When dad becomes great granddad, people gonna keep all the money and be like, I had a great grandfather that was black, and he had, I guess he was a janitor or something. And they're gonna say they're living off of your fucking wealth. They're not gonna say this. No, it's the white family that did that, right? But you motherfuckers don't get it until you become granddad and you start looking around like, I built all this shit. Oh, what the fuck was I thinking? Whatever. Shut up. Too late. You did this. Then you got the females on that wind up in that same imitation of life type of situation. You suffer in silence. I'm for black women and black women unity but black women you need to get with a white guy. Then you have a black mixed kid, and then then all of a sudden your mixed kid likes white guys and doesn't like black guys because you don't like black guys. And then guess what? For black women and black women, mama's gonna be. I think I had a great. My grandmother might have been black. Grandma, you can't come to school and pick me up. Mm-mm. Fuck you mean I can't pick you up? I'm advocate. I love you. No. I can't let them know I got a black grandma. Oh, grandma that advocated for black beauty, and and non-black men were better. Now she can't even pick up her own grandchild, because they're ashamed. You didn't think that far. That shit cracks me up. Like, y'all didn't see this coming? You had to see this coming. But they really suffer in silence, because then it's like, yeah, I went all in on this one. I can't blame my community for this shit. This is what I did. Because they can't, they go hard without accepting the full consequences of it, right? Which is part of the problem. And I say all that because for me, it winds up being hilarious, because you did this with bad intentions. You created your own bad situation, and you suffer in silence because at the end of the day, you got exactly what you wanted, and it's enough proof that you fought for this that you have to shut up when somebody says, no. I understand. You like this. You swirling. Cool. Deuces. But like, I hate to say this, but even when I see white women with mixed kids, I know them white boys ain't gonna fuck with her no more. And you know what's funny? She only looks at black men. Does she only look at black men because she's just attracted to black men? Maybe. But I think part of that, I don't necessarily think so, because I think everybody sees somebody attractive of every different race. I mean, that's just because they were attractive people of every race. That's what I just believe. But when it comes to, they know I ain't fucking with me no more. I got the proof right here that they ain't fucking with me no more. This little cute ass kid, they ain't fucking with me no more. I remember watching that movie. It's one of my favorite movies, Faster with the Rock. He was like, "Well, Dad didn't like me. I thought he killed my brother." No. And the mother had to tell him, "Look, Dad beat your ass because you was the black kid. It ain't no. He took care of you, but he knew you wasn't his. How the fuck? He have me and him together. We both white. We have a white kid, and me and him together, and I have a black kid. He don't like your ass." But because of shit like that, it's just hilarious to see people suffer in silence, because when they get treated bad, like I said, you ain't welcome to the family functions like that. You're not going to be treated in society well like that. There's places you won't be able to go because people are going to be ashamed of you. You know, church might even be uncomfortable. That ain't our fault. But that's how it goes sometimes. Peace.